was going down, the sun was so strong, it almost felt like a laser beam, and it hit the box. And after that, they all slept for a long time, and they woke up feeling different. They just saw the world a little different, their situation a little different, and they were nicer to each other. So that's illustration number 3.
And number 4?
Number four is after this long sleep, Silver Ball dreamt that he was in a path in a garden, and everything reflected on him. The other ornaments didn't like Silver Ball because he's so honest, like a mirror. And he didn't care how other people saw themselves because, unfortunately, he's so honest. I mean, this is what he's made of. And in the book, he even says, he apologizes, but he says, I can't help it. I'm a mirror. But he dreamt that everything, all the flowers were reflecting on him. So that also, as an illustrator, gave me the opportunity to get out of the box and to bring in this whole story that takes place in the box. It gave me the opportunity to bring something else in, like something outside. And it came through a dream that Silver Ball had. So it makes the illustrations more interesting.
I see.
As an illustration.
So is the dream number 5?
The universe, the number 5 is illustration number 5 is of the universe, because Angelina in the book tells the other ornaments, Angelina is a little ornament, that Christmas is not just cookies and presents, that it's much more than that. And that was really the aim of my book, is to mention Jesus Christ at least once in a Christmas book, which seems to be a rare thing this day. But I really made it a mission because Christmas is
Because you have
Jesus.
missions.
I have missions, yes. And so she says, you know, what Jesus taught us by coming is love. And we celebrate Christmas, but so does the whole universe. I mean, I thought, you know, if Christmas is Jesus coming and he was sent by God, well, then let's go beyond our little planet and it's the universe.
Well, if you're a Christian, that is what you believe.
Yeah, you know,
so
and the planets were really a lot of fun to do because obviously they're from my imagination.
Yep. Gorgeous.
But everyone has this own feeling, their own sound, their own music, and
right. And if you see actual photographs of, you know, what telescopes take, pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close.
And so then we get to
the last illustration,
illustration
number 6, is the way, like I said, I wanted to mention Jesus, but I didn't want to do the manger. I just wanted to put baby Jesus on grass, representing our earth. And from his heart, you know, the hearts go through streams and rivers and oceans and all around the world. So it's like an unusual illustration, but original, I think. And
it is original. They're all original and beautiful.
Thank you.
I like the fact that they go from the concrete and eventually to the mystical.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I didn't even plan all of that. After the illustration took me a good 10 years to do. Not that it took that long, really, but life takes over.
I know.
And yeah, like life takes over. And then if I wouldn't work on an illustration for 8 months, I would get this feeling like, okay, get back to that, you know. And then I really, when everything was illustrated, I just sat down and I said, well, I better write this. And really, it wrote itself, I would say, in 2 weeks.
Yeah, because
I had lived with them so much.
Sure.
You
in
know,
painting, the story is there.
And the characters I have all these ornaments. They're from my family ornaments. And they're so colorful, each one. To tell you the truth, I really saw this when I first saw the idea. I really saw it as an animated movie. Because like number 5, the universe. I mean, I could see the camera moving near every planet with the sound, and then eventually kind of moving back and see this whole incredible orchestra playing, and like the silver ball in the garden. That could really be, and their own character talking to each other. They each had a certain, like Rosa the mouse is a teacher, and she's telling everybody the correct things to do, and she's very annoying, and her voice goes to a screeching point,
Fingernails on the blackboard.
I really see it as an animated movie, and
so that's your goal.
that's my goal.
So you need an Oprah.
I need an Oprah. And, well, I'm here in Wayne Scott, and I know that a lot of people in the movie industry live around here, and hopefully someone is listening and can contact me.
This show will be broadcast from this studio between here and Montauk.
Great.
I think it's 5 days a week.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful.
So
yes, I really do see this
LTV
as a movie, because really, Linda, I really don't understand why not. They made this animated movie about everything during Christmas time, and there is never anything that mentions really Jesus Christ, and yet. If we're talking about audience, I mean, Christianity is one of the biggest religions. Christmas is one of the biggest holidays. And I'm sure that there'll be a great audience out there given the opportunity.
Yes.
So I would really be great, if somebody would take this on.
So until you're discovered,
Yes.
you are doing your best to get out there. You're on this show. Have you been on any other shows?
Television shows talking about this book, no.
Okay.
But
Radio?
Radio, no.
Okay, so then you have to find some
Yes.
radio stations.
I do.
I know newspaper articles, local newspaper, because they tell authors start with your local newspaper. They're always looking for stories, so you're in the local newspaper, and of course you're out there doing signings.
Yes, doing signings in libraries and galleries. And yesterday I was at the South Hope Historical Society in South Hope, and I will be at the Riverhead Library. I think it's December 12th. And there'll be an article in the Catholic December magazine. Last year, because this book is already a year that's been published, I was able to go to 2 Lord & Taylors and do book signings.
Yes, Lord Taylor does that program.
Yeah, they were wonderful.
I don't know if they still do it, but yeah.
They were wonderful, and like I said, in galleries, and anybody can contact me to.
Yes, but you're on your way and you're doing the right thing. So we have about a minute left. Do you have any words of inspiration, or would you like to talk about the next thing, the next project?
Well, I would like to leave a word of inspiration to people that have goals, to never give up, because just be patient and the right time, and I have a lot of patience. And if you set a goal, there's a right time for it. One has to respect that, because that kind of gives you peace of mind,
Yes,
too.
yes.
You can look at your life and say, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. And sometimes it's really just a waste of time.
Yeah, well, you're wasting your life worrying about something that isn't.
Yeah, and then something could happen just many, many years later. I remember bringing my portfolio to someone who, 30 years ago, who was to direct me to the right galleries in the city, according to my work. Right. And he said,
well, you're on your way.
He said, you'll make it, but let me tell you, it won't happen overnight.
Right,
the way your work is.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It was wonderful.
Thank you so much.
I enjoy your illustrations and your book.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to give it to my nephew, not my nephew, but my